Be honest to yourself and not lie to yourself. You can lie to any other person, but you cannot lie to yourself. Please answer this simple question I want to ask you now. As a trader that have been following our videos, as a forex trader that have attended courses in different places, as a forex trader that have read books, as a forex trader who spent 80% of your time reading charts, you have read books, ask yourself this simple question and be honest to yourself, to give yourself the simple truth and nothing but the truth. Why do you still lose trade? Why do you still fail? Why do you still find it difficult for you to make at least? Somebody called me and said, my target in this mentorship that I want to take with you, my target is to make $10 every single week. I laughed, because some of you who have watched my videos here and some of you who have been in my class knows that sometimes during our classes you can make, even in my private classes, when I'm having private class with some people, some of the new students, there may be a time we'll be teaching, I'll see opportunity, I'll ask that person to enter. Sometimes they close with $20, $30 live that time. The person will be like, is this magic? How did it happen? It has never happened before. Is this real? Do you mean that I now make $20 or $30? Do you mean that I now have $30 in my account? I just laugh. The only thing I will tell them is protect that your account, because it's one of the most important thing. Protect that account. So ask yourself this simple, honest question: why do I still lose trade? And if you don't have the answer, that is to say you don't have any hope, that is to say that you don't have any confidence, that is to say that you just use forex trading as a gamble. You just play game with forex trading. You just decide to do it anyhow. That this is the structure. This is just the structure of the game. So what moves like this, your duty is to enter here, and when it reverses, your duty is to trade. When it goes up, you enter. When it's coming down, you enter. So where is the problem? The problem is when it's supposed to go like this, when it's supposed to come down, you placing from here, then that is when you place to go there. When it's time to go like this, which is supposed to enter here, that is when you think it's going to continue like this. And most times, even when it have reached like this and you don't know that this market is going to continue like this, you now say this is the time for it to retrace. This is where the problem is. This is one of the key reasons you have not made any profit, because you keep making wrong entries. You keep entering at the back of the market. And the question is, what then can we do to save ourselves from this? In this video, I'm going to show you one simple way. When I mean one, if it is the only thing you can achieve in forex trading, you'll be using it to be scalping at least small dollar. See, it's what you already know. It's already what you have in your mind. But the problem is, how do you apply it? Alright, if you are new in this place, please, I want you to do me one favor. Just subscribe to our channel. That is the only thing I demand for you. I don't charge for any strategy. I've never charged for any strategy. I've seen people who show me reports. I've seen people who share their profits using my strategy. Some say, why not add something to it? Why not restrict this one? Why not pull this one out and target you? Someone said that the reason people don't take you serious is that you don't charge for some strategy. Sometimes you withhold some strategy and demand for payment. I said, no, I can only do that if I don't trade. Imagine when after doing this video, I'm already making trades. So when I place trade and I'm making profit, for example, if I make profit of $100 every day or $200 every single day, then sometimes we make losses. Then I make profit on 4 days and lose 1 day. So how much are they going to give me? Asking people for $5. I know it's money. But believe me that is not the most important thing that we need in the now. We have to concentrate and help people out. So Mr. Advisor, thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Thank you for that advice. But believe me, if that is working for you, other people out there are still finding it difficult to use it. So that is not the reason, because majority of people are making profit using my strategy. It's not the reason I should hide it or start demanding for payment on that area. The only place I demand for payment is when one come to me under mentorship. That is the only place I can demand for payment. So look at what I'm about to show you. Believe me, it's going to be of great help to you. My name is GDFX, and we teach people and also trade. So if you're looking for mentorship, feel free to join us. Now look at what I'm about to show you. You can never follow this type of pattern in forex trading and you are losing money. If such happened, you have a problem. Now look at this. When you want to scalp, this is boom. This is boom. 300 crash 300. Let me use crash 1000. Now look at this. This is crash 1000. Let me use it as a case study here so that you'll be able to follow this thing. Now if you want to do this thing I'm about to show you now, please do this using crash 1000, boom 1000. In fact, use boom 1000, use crash 1000. The only thing on crash 1000 is that crash 1000 is partially slow, and when it drops under spike, sometimes the weight, the income, like if this thing should be a spike, as this thing is a spike on crash 1000, when this thing occurs in boom 1000, a spike of this nature, if it continues like this and you are using 50 cents to trade, you're using 50 cents to trade, and this thing drops to this extent, be sure that you are closing this account with $40 something, if not at least 48, if not 55. But when this thing is this place now, you have something like 20 something, $20 something. That is the difference. So, and this thing is paying back on boom on crash 300. Get this thing straight. That is the way market is structured, and people are leaving this place. So you can use this thing to grow your account. If you're using small account, you can use this thing to grow your account. It will be dropping small, but be careful when they spike, because sometimes it will spike small and give you small dollar, or you lose small dollar. But most times, I don't know how it happens. That is how the market is structured. Sometimes it will drop as big as that, then it will take you unaware that this thing you think that will close with small account can pull a lot out of your market. So be careful when you are doing those things, and don't relent in placing more trade when you lose anyone. All right, so follow this simple thing I'm about to show you. What are those things I'm about to show you? Remember the first rule, please use crash 1000 if you want to try this. Use crash 1000 if you want to try this. Use crash 1000 if you want to try this. Now let's go. You know that there is a reason things always happen. Follow here. When this market is like this, there is only one way to take advantage of this thing. One, this market is stepping out from this place. Use 1 hour time frame. Follow this. Use 1 hour time frame. All right. So when you have such a market like this, this is the journey that have been trading for a period of time. I'm using the current market to talk to you in the now. So when you have something like this and the market has been moving, do you know the problem people have now? They think that with this the market have finally broke out. The answer remains no. It only crossed the resistance level. This is just the place it have just crossed. There is still a need for this thing to come back here. Then the next one open here. You know, it is even possible that this one can also come to this point. Then it can also reach here, but with a weak candle, it can now retrace back. To get that, with this, it can now retrace back and move up. Then the next candle will now open somewhere here with another weak candle below here. You get? So with that, the market can now break out completely, meaning that it's going to land here. So from here, that is where the market will not take off, and the candle to trade remains anyone that will come up here, mostly with small weak candle below. Then you are good to go. So, but GDFX, how do we do this? This thing is complicating. How do we follow this thing, and how do we understand this? Now take note of this. This market you are seeing here, this very market you are seeing, will spike back, possibly close as a bearish candle. The next candle that will come up here will be a bullish move. That one is the one you should trade. But let me not confuse you, and let me not put you in a state of confusion. Let's put this market in this form. When you want to take profit, make profits, go to 1 hour time frame like this. What is that thing you are going to do? One of the biggest challenges I've realized that many forex traders have been experiencing many time ago is that by the time they place such trade like this, remember that when this market opened like this, it spiked down to this place. This is why we have this weekend, because if you check the size of the candle, you will notice that it spiked down to this place because the market did not open here. Then it was that time that this market spiked at this point. It was this point that always caused problem, because a lot of traders will enter thinking that it's going to come down to this point, only for them to see that the same market never stepped down to that place. Instead, it started going up. Now, when you have noticed that the market spiked down, please, first thing you should consider before placing trade to catch a spike as a spike trader is this. Please, I beg you, check the nature of the candle behind it. I am telling you this because you will make profits using this pattern. Check the candle behind it. In fact, I will call this market FOREX and boom and crash rocket strategy, because it's going to skyrocket someone from zero profit or zero losses to mighty and huge profit. Check what you have behind. Someone say, please charge money on this. No, I can't, because everyone who is under my mentorship class should know that even when I'm saying these things, they will be smiling. Why are they smiling? Because they have received huge sum of these things that are, because the way we talk it here is not the way we imagine. When you have a class and you are spending 3 hours, sometimes 2 hours, sometimes we'll start by 8:30 and most times we'll close by 11, sometimes 10, sometimes 11 midnight. Imagine a video that you send on YouTube, a video that you have on YouTube that will be 4 hours. Imagine what it will look like. So that is why when we tell people that mentorship, some people think that you are doing it to charge people money or collect money from. No. Ask people. You can come to the comment section and say, do I have anyone in GDFX mentorship class? How is it like? You can do that. It's free. You can just do that. So when you see a spike that shows you that the market wants to pull back, please consider one thing. Please have this thing in your mind. What is that thing? What is the nature of the previous candles? Like what we have here. So once you have this, you have answered the question. The answer to the question is, since the last candle is bearish, this one bullish, this one is bearish, everything is bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish. So there is no need, there is no how the market can have this trend of pulling back completely, because there is no support. Every candle is fighting, bullish is fighting, bearish is fighting, so there is no support. They are not losers. You know, when we talk about momentum is this. People don't know this is momentum. So which means that there is bearish momentum. Bearish has, sellers have more strength than buyers, and that is where you should be buying. That is when you should be selling. How do I mean? Now, if this thing happened in this place, something of this nature, you now wait. When you wait like this, you now check and see, you know this morning start. Well, you notice that this thing that have happened like this, the market is about to move up, okay, but somewhere here the market was interrupted and it changed in this direction, showing you that the sellers and the buyers have the same strength. But the current market that closed as a bearish. So what do? You stay off the market and wait. You stay off the market and you wait. Now, when the next candle opened as a bearish, that is to say, so which means that sellers now have the strength. Sellers are gaining momentum. What do? Once this market opened and start going up in this direction, please, I'm teaching you what will help you make money. Once this thing starts moving in this direction and spike like this, bro, immediately it cross this place your trade. That is how simple it is. But when it comes to something of this nature, what you should be looking out for is scalping. So place your trade, use the smallest lot size your account can carry. Do you know why I asked you to do this on crash 1000? So that if you waited for this, because if you used something like 0.20 and you waited for it to drop, it did not drop, even if it is 30 minutes, you cannot close anything less than $2. That is how benefit, that is the profit.